inflation. Fantastic. So if you are that person and you're wondering, how do we navigate this global recession, this global inflation, this global, whatever is happening, how do we navigate this space? I want to make money while I'm sleeping. I have learned that it is not juju. I've learned that it's not a facade. It's not fake. I've learned that I can actually be making money passively in a legit platform. While I sleep, I can be making money. And I've decided in 2023 that I am going to get out of my way. We have gone half of the year. This is the beginning of the second half. And you have decided, you know what? I've been doing normal since the beginning of the year, and it's time to go extraordinary. It's time to take it to the next level. If you are that person on the call, I welcome you honorably. We're going to teach you how you can make money passively without peddling any products, without selling any supplements from the health sector. The global health sector, there is going to be a huge movement, and you are being positioned for the beginning of that movement. So without further ado, I would like to call someone I have a great deal of respect for, and I find myself really, really blessed to have him in my space. As a mentor, as a leader, what you call 001 of Africa, future health. This man, when he's speaking, you just have to sit down and listen, because he's coming with a wealth of experience, and not just with a wealth of experience, he's coming with a heart. There is nothing like having a leader with a heart, leading you. He's emotionally intelligent. He is very vast in his knowledge about the crypto space and everything that happens here. These two gentlemen will be talking about all that you need to learn about this space. But first of all, the man of the moment, my mentor, my boss, 001 of Future Health, no other person than Mr. Femi Idowu, aka Clean Money. He's going to come and tell us how to make clean money in this space. My boss, I love you. Thank you for being who you are.
I love you too. Wonderful
awesome
evening.
Tell our people how to make the money, bro.
Thank you so much, Enormous. Thank you so much, wonderful people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are hearing me from. For those of us who are in other countries, here in Nigeria is past 8, and in other countries, some of them are already sleeping right now, while some are still in their afternoon. So that is why we are greeting good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So thank you so much, our wonderful speaker, our dear lady, Enormous, the woman who knows how to make money. Honestly speaking, we are proud to have you. Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is aka Clean Money. I know at this period of time where you have a lot of leaders have actually, bastardized the industries, and you still have somebody coming out to call himself Clean Money. It is not an accident. It is that it's somebody who is wants to be your leader, somebody who is a visionary, a person who is set aside to make sure that your growth is priority, is his major stand. Honestly speaking, we are ready in this business to make sure that every one of us in Africa, we are able to make so much money and at the same time without making losses. And all our people, our loved ones, they are being carried along. That is what we stand for. And that is what you should also preach ahead to your people. So you should be an ambassador of what? Of wealth, and also what? Of health. Just like what our leader has said, honestly speaking, here we have a product, we have a physical product. This is not like a company that is telling you we are trading in forex, we are trading in cryptocurrency, we are trading this, we are trading that. No, this is a company that is into health, into humanity, taking care of people's health. And at the same time, I tell you, the brain behind this ideology is something else. We have wonderful people. We have the real people, the real face that actually were backing up this particular movement that I will call a new health and wealth movement into the real generation, and at the same time, a generational wealth transfer. So this is the business of the 21st century that we're about to talk about, where every single system, every sectors of the world are going into digital technology. So that is the section we are right now. Yeah, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, please go to the chat box and just help me to type 2. Go to the chat box, type 2. Let me know if you can see my screen. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, thank you. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, once again. So we will be taking you tonight on Future Health Group, the power of health as a companion of life. Now, we'll be talking about the innovation, bringing innovative drugs and also advanced therapies to the world in the shortest possible time and stimulating local innovations. Then in terms of corporations, we are partnering to improve healthcare, drive digital innovations, and also work towards a national health strategy. So this is the thing, this is our mission, our vision, that which this company is want to reach out to the world. They have been doing it, but they just want the likes of me, the likes of you, the likes of Enormous to be part of the project. And that is how we are here today. So contribution, expanding access to medicine, fulfilling corporate responsibilities and building trust with the community. Yes, building trust with the community. You know, today in MLM industry, there is no longer trust any longer. I tell you the fact, everybody even coming into the business today, they just want to try a lot. We have a system today where you see somebody, a leader will send you about 4 to 5 different marketing plans or different 5 to about 6 different businesses. And he will tell you to just register in all of them, invest in all of them in case if one of them closes down, the other one pick up. That means what? Even him himself or she herself, she's no longer even trusting the system. She no longer trusts the industry they are again. It's so unfortunate. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, while we are having mistrust in the system, we still have a system. We still have people of integrity, people that desire to reach out to humanity, people that desire for your success, for my success, and said we want to build back what? A trust in the system of MLM space, not only the MLM space, but what? In the entire X sector, bringing it into what we call the blockchain technology sector by 2024. So that is why they want you to come into this project. They are not here to teach you how to trade in cryptocurrency or how to trade or how to buy education and the rest of them. No, but they are bringing what? Hope back to humanity. That is what Future Health stands for. So Future Trend Group is a platform to multiply and magnify massive capital. So Future Trend Group was established in the US in 1993 and currently operates globally as a group comprised of companies, partners, projects, and also platforms from different industries and fields all around the world. So what are they trying to tell us is that the Future Trend, which is the father or the parental company, right? Which is the mother company of Future Health, is not just an establishment to manufacture a particular product or to bring about what a particular system, but they have a lot of system into them that actually what? That a kind of like an establishment, a whole platforms, projects, companies that surrounds this particular platform. And that is why any countries that these people are actually going to, or continent that they want to go and develop, they go with their entire system, their entire ecosystem. And the moment they are able to, to take care of all these various fields, what happens? Economically, you see that particular country will begin to strive well and start competing with other strong nations of the world. So Future Trend Group has a vast network of resources and expertise in more than 150 countries or regions, and also have achieved a record of over 100 transactions with a total turnover of over $30 billion. Honestly speaking, ladies and gentlemen, from just within 25 years, this company have been able to raise a capital or to be a market capitalization of over $30 billion. So they are not just coming for the first time into the business, telling you that, look, come and invest into it, we want to do it. No, it's a system that has been existing. So it is a privilege if somebody is telling you about this program for you to come and be part of it. Honestly speaking, it's a privilege because a lot of people are out there looking for the same information like this, looking for the same opportunity that you are gotten tonight if you are joining us for the first time. And if you are already part of us already, I tell you, take this business seriously because it's going to help you. Because what you are having today, many are out there, they don't have that opportunity. They wish they're in your position. They wish that they got this information earlier before you. So that is why you got it on time, you need to be highly serious with the business. Now, the core business of Future Trend is to drive rapid and exponential development of corporations and also entities on a global scale by launching and managing robust and strong growth mechanism within any company, enterprise, or institution using our matured platforms and systems. So now the question is, who is the brain behind this company? So are we talking about the future trend, or we are talking about the future health? But let me talk about both the future trend and also the future health. Who is the brain behind it? He's no other than a man called Dr. Fazam Kalam Abadi. That's Dr. Fazam Kalam Abadi. He is a Persian American who had been living and working in the 5 continents for the past 40 years, and also affecting historic transformation globally and nations after nations. Yes, this is this man here. This is the person that our Enormous was talking about. Honestly speaking, when we read the profile of this man, it was like something else. It was as if it is not possible. We are thinking that the man was being cloned. We are thinking that somebody has already impersonated this man. Now, how can this man be part of this project? How come we never knew about him all this while? How come we never see him on surface all these years? But not knowing that a movement has been going on at the back end without you and I being knowing about it. But thank God today for information that you and I we are getting today, and that same information is what is bringing us to come and know this kind of person, which actually gives the likes of me and also Enormous and other leaders today in this platform to know about this man and also had the privilege to speak with him one-on-one through the Zoom call. So he has a profound influence in the global geopolitical and also as well as business and financial cycle. So we are not dealing with ordinary CEO. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have been dealing with your CEOs, maybe like, I don't know, the platforms you've actually been involved in initially, and you say you have seen, I don't tire to the CEOs, this is different. CEO is more than CEO. I tell you, this guy is COOs. Guys, I don't know how it is, CEOs. It kind of like is a president of other presidents, meaning that a lot of other platforms, organizations are being established under the establishment of this man. So it means that he is overseeing, is a chairman to so many different companies and organizations. That is the kind of person we are talking about. And this is one of the singular reasons why somebody like me, somebody like Enormous, T-Cash, and all the other leaders, even young CEO and every one of us today, we are speaking the good news of this man. We have all become a missionary speaker because of what? The person that is in charge of this particular platform. So ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Fazam Kamal Abadi is a trader and also most powerful person in different countries all over the world, including US. A lot of news times have actually carried him. This guy is a global figure and also one of the most influential foreign figure in the modern history of China. This guy developed China. This is the brain behind China. This guy, you can go ahead and do your research. We are not here, to hype anybody. We are not here to hype this guy. We are not hyping him, but we are telling you based on the research we have done, there are 1,001 information about this man online. I tell you the fact, you can go and do your due diligence and still find out who Dr. Fazam really is. I tell you, he's a man of integrity. He's a man of his word and also passionate for helping humanity. That is how Dr. Fazam is known. This guy has personally traveled to more than 400 different countries of the world and also traveled to, more than 400 different cities of the world and also personally visited more than 500 different villages. And at the same time, is widely connected to both current president, vice president, and former president of more than 250 different countries in the world. For example, you can see the man, this is Kamal Abadi, the CEO of Future Trend and also Future Health, right standing with who? With Joe Biden, the president of America. Your own CEO or the previous CEOs you have been dealing with, have you ever seen him with a picture or see them with pictures with what? With who? With the president of America? I don't know, but this is just one of our pictures. So you can still see him clearly here. Some people can tell you there is a photo shoot. No problem. Let's go. I will know if we have how many more photo shoots to come. So here we have the same man, the same president with Kamala Harris, which is the vice president of America, the same person. Dr. Fazam, also with the Democratic Republic of Congo, that is His Excellency, the president. Please, can you mute your mic, please? So now you can see Dr. Fazam here. not only in the China, not only in the Asian world, in the Asian part of the world, but also what in Africa. He is a friend of even what of African continent. You can also see Mutoda president here, and let me also bring a lot of other pictures for you to see, so that you know how many photo shoots that they have actually been doing. Maybe they have been able to carry out more than 250 different photo shoots. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, know the mentality you have. I don't know the kind of mind or how they have actually treated you in the past. What I want to tell you here is that this guy is real. He is the brain behind this project. We are not just picking it because we are among the top people, no, but we are telling you because we have actually investigated, and at the same time, even I have a personal contact with him, direct one-on-one contact. I have his phone number, his private phone number. I have it also with the vice president and the rest of them. And this guy is the brain behind it. Now, many companies have been telling you, our office is in Dubai, our office is this, is that, and yet they cannot take you to the royal family. But look at our amazing president. Can you see him with the royal family, the true royal family of what? Abu Dhabi. Can you see it? United Emirates. This is the guy here, walks into the palace, in and out at any point in time. Now, in the month of June, sorry, in the month of July, that is this same month, that was around on the 3rd, on the 4th, we have the Japanese delegate visited, that is the Future Health Web3 Japanese community. They went to Dubai to visit this same man. They were present, sitting with him right in one of the Emir's palace, or even in the Emir's palace in Dubai. So if you see him in the video with us and you say the guy is being cloned, what about the people that went to go and visit him? And right there, he took them to the Emir's palace. He was there, he hosted the Japanese community. We have the proof of all these things. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is real. So we are dealing with a business that has real people, that has real products, and also what real compensation plan to compensate you and I. So you can see all where he's been awarded. Because of time, I might not be able to be reading everything. You can also see him here with the Arab, prince and kings. Okay, now coming back again to Africa. I told you, this guy is not only influenced in other continents, including Africa as well. Look at this guy here, Zimbabwe president. Look at him here with the Zimbabwe president. This is Kamal Abadi, and also former president of Ghana. And this is the kingmaker in Nigeria, the person of Senator Ibrahim. You can see him here, right here with him. You can even see their hands together. So this is not a photo shoot, ladies and gentlemen. This guy has been coming to Nigeria. This is not his first time. Now the president's speech. Now, because of time, I might not be able to play this video for us, but you can see here that he is actually introducing himself as the founder of Future Trend and also investor, founder of Future Health Group.
I extend my
so he extends his heartfelt appreciation and gratitude. So here, this meeting here, he was actually speaking to the Asian community and also that of the Malaysian leaders when they were about to launch it there. So that was when he actually held this global Zoom meeting with the leaders. And at the same time, a few days to come, we here in Nigeria again, we are going to have Dr. Fazam right before us again. They have actually asked us to fix another date again for we to have Dr. Fazam in our Zoom meeting. Guys, it's going to be amazing that day. But I just want us to have more momentums in the house while we are waiting to have our Dr. Fazam, ladies and gentlemen. So we have more than 1,001 different proof to show that this guy is the true face of Future Health and also Future Trend, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Zoom meeting we held with the president of Future Health. You can see some of our leaders here. Over here, we have over 91 people here, attendants or participants in this meeting that we held with Dr. Fazam.
Because we have actually, please, can you unmute your mic and ask our doctor your question? Thank you, sir.
Okay, now this is Dr. Fazam. You can see him right here, right? Before us here, we can see Dr. Fazam. This is a meeting he held with African.
For Mega. So first is us, the founders.
Pecker coin. the WoodPecker.
So this is also why we're trying to get a confirmation about our WoodPecker coin. Is it a currency that has been accepted globally by the X sector, the entire X sector, to know if this currency is a currency that they are going to accept, or they have already accepted the currency already? And the guy said yes, that the currency has already been adopted by the X sector. The question is, how do you think that the X sector, or do you really think that the X sectors are going to accept this currency, the wood currency, as the WoodPecker coin, as a global currency for the X sector? Now, let me just give you a brief history. Why are we having this project right now? The X sector, future health, talking about what? Web 3.0. Talking about Web 3.0, what is the real brain behind it? In year 2021, the World Economic Summit that was being held, I think somewhere around the US, about 2021 in December, even our former CBN governor attended that Zoom meeting. And over there in that Zoom meeting, they launched what we call CBDC, that is Central Bank Digital Currency. Now, Central Bank Digital Currency being launched in year 2021, that immediately Emefiele came back to Nigeria. The first thing he launched was the e-Naira. He launched the e-Naira. And today, for you to be sure that these people, they are truly going into digital currency. If you have a GT Bank, or you have Access Bank, or you have Fidelity Bank, or you have FCMB Bank, you can go into your app. If you have your local app, if you have your app downloaded on your phone, go to your app, and you will see that the e-Naira has already been added to your back office. So it means that the cryptocurrency have actually come to stay. So since the cryptocurrency have come to stay, it means that every project, every sectors are going into this cryptocurrency project. When you begin to have every sectors, for them to have their own currency, so that every country can begin to connect into the same currency for them to use for transactions, which you call a seamless transactions that has no border, and at any time you can send your money at any border to buy whatever you want to buy in US, in any country, and the value will still remain the same. So ladies and gentlemen, that is where these guys are actually taking us to. So at this junction, I think, let me check if my leader is already available, that is going to be taking us on the benefit of you being into this project. What do you stand to get? So, ladies and gentlemen, please, few seconds. Okay, so I'll just continue from here. I think my other co-host is having a network issue. So, but on Thursday, we are going to have them to speak to us.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Baba. Yeah.
I'm not co-host yet, please.
No, okay. Let's see. Okay, so at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to stop us here on the area of information about Dr. Fazam Kamal Abadi, a global figure, a phenomenal man, a man that is set aside, honestly speaking, to reach out to the world and to make sure that you are a beneficiary of his sector of his platforms. And while we're busy sharing the wealth opportunity, I tell you, a lot of families will be blessed, not only financially, but also in SY. So right here, I would like to invite my own brother, a very powerful leader at that, a motivational speaker, the man who knows how to coordinate the system, who understands the code of money, because money has its own language. And I tell you the fact, every single thing you see on earth has what we call intelligence. They can see, they cannot see, they cannot talk, but they have They have ears, they can hear. So I have a man here who has the language of money. So the person of Mr. Ezekiel, please can you unmute your mic and take us on how we can benefit from this platform. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you very much, our country representative. In fact, I must celebrate you, and I can see a lot of due diligence that has been done. And because you are doing a lot around the due diligence, and we also choose to join you and see how we can champion this project. Thank you so much. I celebrate I celebrate you so much. In fact, you've opened our eyes very much. All right, good evening, everybody. And I'm sure you're there, everyone that is here. You are here for profit taking. And one of the key things we are here for is how to leverage on this wonderful opportunity that our country representative has presented to us. So I am here to leverage, and everyone that is on the Zoom right now, if you're here to leverage, please just type on the chat box there and tell me I'm here to leverage. Please start chatting as I share my screen quickly. Tell me I'm here to leverage. All right, so do we have somebody that is here to leverage? All right, so all right, so let's share screen. Let's share. I'm sharing my screen with you right now. So thank you so much, our country representative. So I'm sharing my screen with all of us. Oh, okay. Please, Red, please. Seeing host disabled participant sharing screen. Maybe you should enable us, so we'll be able to share screen, sir. It's still disabled. All right, co-host, maybe you can assist to enable screen sharing. All right. All right, beautiful. The screen sharing has begun. All right, so thank you so much. Enormous, I feel you. All right, so for everyone that is here to leverage, just like our country representative have presented to us, you know, there are so many things that you probably have not leveraged on, just like Warren Buffett said something. He said, if you don't find way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to work until I die. Even by now, you start designing your retirement plan. You don't need to get up to 70 years, as it's been extended to 70 years now, before you now start wondering, where do I even start from? It's very funny. I've had the opportunity to interact with a lot of persons. Just like I've been introduced as Ezekiel, I would love to add to this, and what actually gingered my interest to focus on blockchain, because blockchain is the new economy. Blockchain is the open finance. Blockchain is the next big thing. I happen to have worked in the banking sector for a decade, and I discovered where the future is, that the future is on open finance, the blockchain, and I couldn't just wait any longer. I have to start focusing on the blockchain, so that for you, if you've not started paying attention, here is an opportunity to pay attention. So we have the project that our country rep has presented to us right now. He has presented the personality behind the project we are talking about. I'm not going to say that again. And he has presented to us use case. For every blockchain project, you need to focus on the use case. So the number one use case that came on the blockchain is what everybody knows as the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first application of the blockchain. And you should ask me, what is the use case of the Bitcoin? And we can be talking about the peer-to-peer transactions. We have talking about the seamless transactions, the minimal charges transactions, talking about an alternative to gold. We talk about alternative to gold. We talk about alternative to cash. We simply represent it as the people's money. That's what this represents. And that has been a de facto standard for every blockchain project. So you look out for the use case. Ethereum has its own use case, which is around smart contracts. And a lot of transactions that requires some level of agreement needs smart contracts. So now here we have another blockchain project, which the use case is around health solution. And this health solution, as it's been mentioned by a country rep, it is not just health solution like you will see people hawking supplements by the road and supplements harassing you everywhere with supplement and all of that. No, very strategic use case. And that is health solution in health pandemic solution. With the world as a whole has experienced 2 pandemics so far, and Future Trends had been able to champion the solution during the COVID-19 part by being the major distributor of the health solution, the vaccine for COVID-19 in 2020 through through Pfizer. And for that level of experience, coupled with their over 30 years of experience in building business trend, if you listen to Fazam in your own research, you will see a lot of business they've been able to build for nations, China, and so many other conglomerates. All right, so they are working on that huge project, health solution. That is a robust use case. When I saw this, I'm like, what an intelligence. And what an intelligence that a use case that nobody has thought of is health. And I would like to ask everybody here, is there anyone that can actually joke with his health? Nobody. What a fantastic use case. Both the upper class, the elite class, the middle class, the lower class, everybody wants to stay alive. What a powerful use case. And this is a use case in as much as it's having to do with a pandemic health solution. Is something that nations of the earth will have a buy into. This is not what is sold by the roadside. This is what nations, continents will be buying into. What a project. When I saw this use case, in fact, I can't just stop. I begin to start researching more like, oh, this is beautiful and big. So post-pandemic health solution is the use case. And you can see nicotinamide products is the use case. And at the same time, for this project to be balanced, in as much as it is championed by, in as much as it's championed not by the government of the nation, it is championed by a private sector. What medium can this be used to be distributed across the globe? It has to be a decentralized system. That explains how the blockchain comes in. And we need to represent this with an asset. And the asset on this blockchain is the digital asset is called WoodPecker. WoodPecker coin. At this developmental stage, you see it as the WoodPecker token, which will be a major asset that will be used for distribution of health solutions globally. Fantastic project, fantastic project. And at this stage, ecosystem is being built so that awareness be created, community be aware that there is a robust solutions around this. And in as much as it is on the blockchain, please know this, that no government of the earth, no government of your nations, whether they like your face or not, can deny you access to this health. If any government of any nations want to deny you, you can access it through the decentralized platform. What an intelligence. If you are already feeling this intelligence, I just want you to give us an emoji of a clap on the chat box. Give us that emoji of a clap. So let's see how you can be a part of this health ecosystem that Future Trends is championing. So 3 major income are waiting for us. And you can already see that the project you are keen into is very robust. So you should not even joke with this. You should not joke with this. So we have here recommendation income, we have here team management income, and we have the third one, level income. So all these are channeled towards that ecosystem, creating awareness for our community to be aware that there is such a robust solution by Future Health. So on recommendation income, let's see how that goes. Team management income and level income. So first of all, we look at this. So looking at this on the part of the recommendation income, for every one person that you're creating this awareness to, you're recommending this to, that a robust health solution is coming and it is being backed by blockchain technology. That is a very robust project. So for every one person that is getting aware, it is being factored into the ecosystem. And if one person you get to be aware of this, and it got on board using your referral link, as the person gets on board, is going to add up to your direct invite. It's going to add up to your direct invite, and we call that your direct invite level 1. So this, and for your direct invite level 1, you are going to get 15% of his daily earnings. So it's a project that we should start investing into because it's a robust project. And you can imagine what billions is already entering in this project. Project that started last month, that was pre-launched last month. And I thank God for the wisdom of the country rep for organizing what we call Ask Me Any Question, AMA, to meet with the main brain behind this. As big as he is, he was still humble enough to show his face and telling us that he's pulling his weight behind this project. So for every one person on your direct level 1 that you introduce this project to, and it chose to invest on this huge project, you are very sure of 15% of his daily earnings. Everybody have access to his principal. And on an indirect case, if the person you invited somebody else, it builds up your level 2, and you are entitled to 10% on his daily earnings. You're entitled to 10% on his daily earning. That's what you need to know. And for look at the other part now. For every one person that wants to come on board, the person should just know that he only needs 50 units to start with and no limit. What do we mean by 50 units? The 50 units simply means he only needs $50 to start with. But my dear, somebody is actually doing annotation on the screen. I think the person should stop that so that it doesn't look neat. All right, so our co-host, please, if you can assist me to remove those annotations, it will make a lot of sense. Thank you very much. So you can start with 50 units and no limit to your investment. All right, you can do as much as you want to do. And this 50 units is only referring to the minimum of $50. You can do $100, you can do $1,000, $10,000, $20,000. It makes a lot of sense. And you're sure every one person that comes on board is going to be earning 1% every day. And from the 1% the person is earning every day, you earn 15% of your level 1, your direct, and you earn 10% of your level 2, your indirect. That's your level 2. All right, so let's move further. So based on that, we just kind of do a little analysis here. Let's take, for instance, someone comes on board with $10,000. All right, you come on board with $10,000, and your daily earnings is just 1%, and you get this 1% every day. Don't forget, you have access to your principal whenever you choose to. You can have access to your principal in 24 hours. You can have access to your principal in 3 days. You can have access to your principal in 7 days. Those are just very beautiful, flexible tenor. I've not seen any investment that give you flexible tenor that you can play with. That's so beautiful. That's to show you that the brain behind this project is not after your money. It is not there to find a way to scam you, run an OPM. You know, OPM is called other people's money. Collect your money and disappear with it. I've seen projects that you are asked to invest maybe for 1 year, for 13 months and so many months, and you must not touch your principal. If for any reason you touch your principal, you'll be slammed with a penal charge of 40%. What kind of game is that? You can imagine that. So flexible tenor, 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days is your tenor. And that makes a lot of sense to me if you ask me. And 1% is what you get on a daily basis. What kind of project can actually, or investments can give you access to 1% every day? I've been a banker for quite some years. I've not seen any of our product that can give you that investment instrument that can give you that kind of, of returns. None. All right, so that's 1%. So for every $10,000 that you invest, you get 1%, and 1% of that is $125 every day. I think that makes sense. And on your level 1, of course, for everyone that is right here that you bring on board, I hope you can see my cursor, my arrow, you get 15% from their daily earnings. Everybody should be glad that their principal, they have access to it based on the tenor, maybe 1 day or 3 days or 7 days, and they are even free to roll over. If that makes sense to you, allow it to roll over and you continue enjoying it. All right, so 1% daily. For your first level, you have 15%. So that is going to be 15% of the 1%. So if your 1% on $10,000 is $100, then the 15% on that is going to be $15. So for your first level, you get 15%. So as you're starting up, it is you are encouraged to set out with 5 business centers. Like you're saying, business center 1 or A, business center B, C, and D and E. You start with 5 business center. All right. So don't look at it as if, oh, this is going to be a lot of work. It's no work. It's just in the wisdom of growth. You need 5 business center. All right. So with you're going to see the implication of these 5 business center, how that is going to help you. It even brings about more flexibility. Nobody is pressuring you, and it's going to be easy for you to grow. All right. So now let's see a breakdown on the management income. Don't forget recommendation income, which is the part we talked about, 15%, 10%. And now is the management income. And okay, the last part there is the level income. So level 1, you get. Level 2, you what? You get 15%, 10%. You can see how that level flows. So now let's see how you can get the management income. So the management you are expected for the team you've been able to set out with, the 5 business centers that you've been able to create 5 legs. As you've set out with them, grow with them. Don't mismanage your ecosystem. All right, this project is about a new world. It's about a new country that everyone have access to health. Nobody can deny you the health you should have access to. And it's a robust project. All right. So on this note, we should start getting our community aware of this project. So as our community, okay, the slide.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, I hope we can see the slide again. All right, so on the management income is the part I was talking about. So the management income now, as you've set out to build your ecosystem, which is your community, you should stay with them, grow with them, manage them well so that you'll be able to grow well. All right, so the first level is level 1. And I would like to use the language of star 1. I love that word, star 1. So you just look at it that it's going to be from star 1 to star 5. So as you grow, just see yourself as that star 1, that's the level 1. Sorry, the V1. The V2, I see it as star 2. The V3, star 3, V4, star 4, and V5, star 5. I can't wait to get to star 5. I can't wait to get to star 5. So let's see what you stand to gain there. Don't forget, you set out with that 5-member team, that 5 business center. That is sacrosanct. You must set out that way to make it flexible for you to grow. It's not as if somebody is making it difficult for you to start building an ecosystem with 5. Why not 1? Why not 2? You're going to see how that is going to make it easy for you, the implication of that. And your volume must be $50,000. $50,000 is your cumulative performance, your cumulative volume, what you have on your ecosystem, on your structure, on your team, your volume, what Mr. A invests, B, Mr. C, up to Mr. E, D, and the rest of them, everyone investing on your ecosystem in totality should be $50,000. And 1% of that, 1% of $50,000 is $500, and 20% of that is $100. So you're expected to be earning $100 every day. All right, $100 every day on the star 1, what I call star 1. So that makes a lot of sense. So on the star 2, the V2, you haven't grown from level 1 to from V1 to V2. You need 2 V1. 2 leaders should grow with you. It should grow randomly with you. All right, so if 2 leaders grows with you, I'm going to run through those slides, you will see it, and you have the minimum on your cabal, on your ecosystem. If you have the minimum of 150,000, 1% of that, and the 30% of your 1% is what you earn every day, and that is about $450,000. Wow, wow! Like I always tell Abuja team, I tell them, how does it make sense? How beautiful it is that you enjoy $400 days, $100 days, $2,000 days. That is when you can actually start building a net worth in hard currency. Our economy is very funny right now. There is inflation hitting us very hard. And I must tell you, all of us are spending dollars directly or indirectly. The clothes you're wearing, every gadget you're using tonight to connect to this Zoom call, it is not made in Nigeria. So you are spending dollars. So why not start building your net worth in dollar? Build your net worth in dollars and start thinking about that $100 days when you're on V1, and start thinking about $450 days when you are on V2. And that continues on to V3. Don't forget, as you get to V3, you should have gotten 2 V2 on your team. That shows you are managing your team very, very well. If you're not managing them very well, you will not be able to qualify for the next rank. So even if you have 500 on your total volume on your ecosystem is 500, and you don't have 2 V2, you're not a good leader. Then you're not qualified to keep holding the higher rank, all right? So, but if you have V2 and you have up to $500, you're qualified for the next rank, and you can enjoy 40% of the 1% on 500, all right? You're qualified for that. So that the next one is the V4. I love to call it star 4. And on star 4, of course, you should have 2 V3, and you should have up to 2 million. And of course, you can enjoy 1% daily and 50% of the 1%. I will go further than the V5. You will see you must have V4, 2 V4. And with 2 V4, you have a total cumulative of 6 million. 1% of that, then you get 60% of that. So what we just done in summary, let's see how that goes here. So just the first one, say 1% of $50,000 is 500, and 20% of that is $100. My dear, what can $100 days do for you? When I was in the radio at Lagos, I was telling them, what can 50,000 do for you? Have you started thinking about it? Can that build your next house? Can that buy your next car? Can that pay the next school fee? Can you help somebody in the charity home? What can that do for you? What can $100 days do for you? If $100 days will make a lot of sense to you, come on, let's jump on this beautiful ecosystem and let's see how we can make money on the next big thing. I do ask myself that the internet that all of us cannot do without internet today, have you ever thought about it, that who are those that invested on the internet itself? Blockchain is here now. Blockchain is an upgrade of the internet. All right, we are talking about Web3, is an upgrade of the internet. Now that you're getting to know about it, how much did you invest when it started? And now we are also having a very big blockchain project about the health solution, a robust blockchain project. Are you going to be sitting down on the fence and be looking at this until it passes you? Don't you think a health solution is going to be bigger than everything ever created? Wow, I cannot wait to jump into this. And I don't know what to do, still doing. So that's what you get on V1. So on V2, look at this now. Don't forget your total volume on your ecosystem must be $150,000, and you must have 2 V1 from your first level. You must have 2 V1, or it can be randomly. You can have it from the first business center, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth. Randomly, you should have 2 V1. Maybe it comes from here or from the second one and the fourth one. That's fine. Once you have that and you have 150,000, 1% of that is 1,500, and 30% of that is $450. What can that do for you? Imagine you are worth $450 every day. I cannot wait. I can't wait to be worth $450 every day. I'm already seeing us, a lot of us are already on V1 already. So that one is a walkover. Let's go to next level. All right, on the V3, you should have 2 V2 like I've explained. And of course, your total volume, your investment volume should be $500,000. That is not only from you, but from your ecosystem cumulatively. 1% of that is $5,000 and 40% of that is $2,000. Please join us, $2,000 days. How does that feel? How does that feel? All right, let's go to the next one. The V4, 2 million, 1% of that is 50,000, and 50% of the 1% is $10,000 every day. How does that feel? $10,000 days. $10,000 days. When they are talking about Dangote, they said it is what? Is it $20 million? So what is your what? What do you what? Have you ever started even thought about it? Some persons have even become a pessimist. They don't even bother about their net worth. I'm so bothered about that. I'm so bothered about that. I understand the language of money, and I'm very bothered about my net worth. It is, in fact, it is a mediocre mentality that you have not started rating your financial worth. You have not started rating your financial power. It is a mediocre mentality. That means you've just surrendered yourself to whichever economic pressure, whichever leadership problem that we have in this country. It is not only in Nigeria, it is everywhere. So don't just even bother yourself about jackpot, because what you're going to earn is still the same dollar. So why not stay home and earn the dollar where it is more meaningful? Let's build this net worth. Let's build this net worth. So the V5 you must have 2 V4 randomly, maybe from your first business center or second, but they must just come 2 V4 and total of $6 million on your ecosystem. So I love us to be speaking that language of ecosystem. So nobody will be on this structure and will not be aiming for how to build his net worth. All right, so 1% of that is $60,000, and 60% of 60,000 is $36,000 every day. Come on, $36,000. Imagine that. Imagine that. Please, even if it's a half of that, that is a beautiful net worth. And you earn this every blessed day. So for you that is already thinking, these people are paying too much, no, it is still around 1%. If you can see it, it is still around 1%. Can you see that? Everything we are saying here is still around what? 1%, just that. Just that. It is still around 1%, and that's what it is. So it's still the 1%. And I love this so much that everything is still around 1%, and you're enjoying what? You're enjoying 60% of the 1% at V5. And once you there, once you pass that level, you're having more V5, you now be enjoying 20% of what your V5 are enjoying. So I cannot wait to get here. I would even love to tell us that let's start building our mindset to see how we can have OQP, only quality people. If you have quality people, you don't need to suffer, all right? You don't just need to suffer. You just need just a few of them. Maybe your first 5, each of them can just come up with $10,000 and you're already V1. And before you know it, as they grow their team with those OQP, you're already V2. You're already V3. It is just about V1. Once you hit the V1, the rest is history. So thank you very much as you join us to start making this money and start building your net worth as fast as possible. So we love to see, okay, I've talked about this already. On the last slide here is telling us that let your wealth synchronize with time. I cannot just joke with this. You know, time has changed. Time has changed. There had been time that the internet came. Most of us did not even know what this is about, but we are using the internet anyway. But how much of royalty are you enjoying from there? Here comes the blockchain. You even missed out of the first application of the blockchain. Are you going to miss out on this robust use case, robust application of the blockchain? So this is the next big thing. So let your wealth synchronize with time. Thank you very much. And I hand over to our anchor person. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let your wealth synchronize with time, guys.
Wow, 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 wow. Let your wealth synchronize with the times. That's a powerful phrase. I was just about to type it into my status. You called me back too soon, man. Ezekiel,
Yeah.
are you after me? I wanted to just